Great. Hello, everybody out there on Facebook Live. We're going to open the doors in just
everybody.
1 minute. Thank you, and just hold tight. Doors in 1 minute. Thank you so much. Hang on there. And all right, Kathy, if you're ready, I'm going to open up the doors. Here we go. Here we go, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Hey, it's a brand new day. Sending you lots of love, everybody. Welcome to another day of the Daily Antidote of Song. Woo, I just love to see your beautiful faces. Kathy Bullock coming to you from Berea, Kentucky, with the great Joe Rossi, who is our coordinator, and Binta, who is our tech person. And let me say my good morning greetings to each of you individually. So, good morning, Janet and Doug. Good morning. Kathy from Virginia, my hometown. Well, next to DC. Deborah. Hey, Julie, Claire. Oh, that's Claire. Are you Claire? Hey. Oh, Dion. Hey, Carolyn, Wolf, Sheila, Bonnie, Elizabeth. Oh, Betsy, Karen, Storm, Susan. How you doing? Dan Walker, Lisa, Becky, Harriet from Illinois, my girl Harriet, Sarah, hey, Bob, Trish, Max. Let me go to this next page. That's Max. Anne, Luda, Sandra, Kevin. I always get LMG and welcome to you, Sandy, Barb, Maria, Adele. Then I see there's the videos here that are wonderful people, including Jane, Catherine, Katrina, Johnny. Yes, I'm still in Berea. Beryl, Carol, Isabel, Gwen, Annette, Valerie, Sandra, Franchette. I'm just reading names here of these wonderful folks, and Arlene, and I'm just delighted to see all of you here. So let me tell you a few announcements, and then reminders. There's so much good stuff going on, and that's the exciting thing about this community that we share together. I mean, it's just priceless. There's some things that you can't change, or that you can't substitute for. So here's some of the things I want you to take note of, and they're in the chat too for my Zoom people. Don't forget, there's a film discussion group, and in order to do that, you must watch the film called Antidote, the Antidote film. So more details are coming from that. Number two, there's one of the many projects inspired by this Daily Antidote. It's a project by Elise Witt. So there's a website for her to join and listen to the song and read the words. Oh, no, more details are coming from that. Did I get that right? Oh, yeah, that is. That's right. Now, if you miss, you can always sing along later with us. If you miss one day, you don't even need a Facebook account. You can just come on in. And I think there's going to be some fundraisers for all of y'all who helped making this priceless event possible. And so I'm going to be one of those who sings and performs in those fundraisers later on this month. And for everybody who's done any fundraising, there's going to be a special event at the end of December. And Joe can tell you more about that, reminders of that. So keep those in mind as well. Okay, I think we got them all. And for our new members, welcome. If you want to know more information about what's going on with this Antidote of Song, send your email to Joe, and then you can be getting daily updates on this, find out more about it. And I hear some of you who have been with the Daily Antidotes of Singers for quite a while, you will be doing this hosting or introducing and announcing in the future. Woo, I'm looking forward to that. Some of y'all, hey. So, today, we're going to sing a song that's one that's fun from our own tradition by me, Kathy, and my son, Phillip. I've invited him to play a song and sing. We'll sing together. Phillip Bullock. And, you know, we don't get this. He was just talking with Benta, and normally he would not be anywhere. We would never be together because he'd be in New York performing. For Thanksgiving, right. We're together Christmas. But for Thanksgiving, we never, you know, I'm in Kentucky, but because of COVID, here we are. And so we're going to be singing a song, Go Tell It on the Mountain, that old spiritual. Now, why it started as a spiritual, many of you might know it because it was sung as part of the civil rights movement. Pretty much Fannie Lou Hamer used to say, go sing, tell it on a mountain to let my people go. She just took that and changed the words. We're going back to the original. Go tell it on the mountains. So Phillip's going to teach it to you and sing, and I'll pipe in on the background. So take it over, son.
Hi, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is. Oh, it's noon, duh. Like she said, simple song, Go Tell It on the Mountain. I'm sure you've heard it before, but in case you haven't, let's just sing through it a little bit. So the melody goes, go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. Good, let's try that again. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. Now there's also a higher part that my mom was going to sing because, you know.
So we get to a harmony part. It goes, go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Oh, tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. Well, that's one of two harmonies. I mean, you can even go higher to go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. So just pick one, y'all.
Yeah, you don't have to stick to it too. If you hear some other notes that sound good, you're alone. So go ahead and let it happen. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. This verse goes, while shepherds camp there watching, or silence flocks by night, behold, throughout the heavens, there shone a holy light. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountains that Jesus Christ is born. The second verse. The shepherds fed and trembled when low above the earth rang out the angel chorus that hailed our Savior's birth. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. One more time, go tell it on the mountain, oh, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. Here's another verse. Down in the lowly manger, the humble Christ was born, and God sent us salvation, that blessed Christmas morn. Go tell it on the mountain, over and everywhere.
getting in the car with me and going to the Bullock household for Christmas, because I can't help but thinking that is a rockin' joint to be a Christmas celebration. Yeah, nice job, guys. Thank you so much. The energy is amazing, and your voices blend so beautifully. And I love that song. And I have to say, yesterday, Leah Gilmore did Children Go, Where I Send Thee. And you guys did Go Tell on the Mountain, 2 songs that are like in my head as like songs I've known my whole life. And I never really quite put together that either one of them were Christmas songs. So both of them, when I started to go through the lyrics, I was like, oh yeah, oh the baby, yeah. So you kind of just feel like you sang them your whole life, kid dumb all the way through. So thank you guys so much. And Kathy and Phillip, speaking of Christmas, we are now in December and we're singing about holidays and traditions from around the world all month. And I'm asking artists to tell us a little bit about what your home celebration does look like. What do you guys do? What's your most special, most favorite?
Well, before we do that, Joe, someone asked about the book I was using. It's the African American Hymnal. And it costs only about $15 or $20. It's the hymn book that is used by a lot of churches in the African American tradition. Not the only one. There's several hymnals that focus with African American music. This is one of them. I have several others as well.
It has a lot of standard hymns in addition to other, they call them hymns of the church.
Right.
That aren't hymns at all. They're just common popular songs. That,
right. Often spirituals or gospel songs that have become standard literature for our church communities. And so that's what. So Christmas.
You know what's interesting to say about Christmas? Like we were just saying earlier, we're both musicians, and so Christmas often is like the busiest time of the year.
Yes.
So I was thinking of, for me, last Christmas, I was in New York, and I was singing at churches, doing messiahs all over New York, and other like Christmas services, because every church. There was one day I had 3 messiahs in one day. There was a 9 a.m., there was an 11 a.m. church service. I had another service at 4, and then the Messiah at 7 on Christmas Eve. And then I sang at a service Christmas Day, got on a mega bus from New York, and met them in D.C. Christmas afternoon.
Yeah, that is the musicians. Yes,
Yeah.
And for me, being at Berea College, Christmas is always the time. Well, at the college, we just about finished all our grades and stuff, but there's all these performances in the community. My church choir is having performances, or my sister's choir in D.C., in Maryland. I'll go down there and to work with her Christmas cantata. But it's performing and singing and music all the time. That's our Christmas. So
our big Christmas dinner is actually on the 26th.
Right.
A friend of mine was like, oh, it's Boxing Day. I was like, I mean, technically, yes, it's Boxing Day. No one, we don't call it that.
No, we don't even know about that. But we just know that all of us are so busy, musicians and things. And then with our family, so we have had a tradition my mother put together for the day after Christmas, and we have 40, 50 people coming in and out all day, food all day. The kids would be downstairs or upstairs. They're all over the house, whoever house we're at. There's music going on, lots of talk and reconnections. And so that is for us a fabulous time. And we usually do something crazy. Like people my age, they think that we're a little off. So we'll just be doing,
They love
we'll do shows.
Shows or to put on some Christmas songs and just dance. So because the 26th is our big dinner with lots of guests and people, the 25th is actually pretty quiet and empty. And a few years ago, we had it at, it was in the Chinese place. Remember that?
Oh yeah, we were tired, so we went
had
to
it in the Chinese place.
Yeah, went to the Chinese restaurant and ate some food.
There, and we were there because the food was cooking, but it was all for.
We also have a church service on Christmas Day, traditionally. So in the morning, those of us who are at church are either the pastors are preaching, or we're doing music, or we're just chilling from the Christmas Eve program. So And we eat all the whole time.
Yeah.
We have foods. We're the South. It's a Southern thing. All of us.
Yes.
Okay, so that's amazing. So, Philip, not only did you grow up with it on the 26th, Kathy, you're saying you did too, because your parents were musicians?
No, my mother was set the 26th as a date because we, with
Because
the
you
kids,
guys were.
and also because everybody, other family members had their own family things for that day, the 25th, and to allow a time for the larger collective family to come together. She said, let's do the 26th a big dinner. We also had an uncle whose birthday was on Christmas Day, and she always felt he got shortchanged. And so,
See, this story
Yeah.
is also contested because she, the same grandmother, my grandmother, told me that we did the 26th because years before she had a friend who did the 26th who was actually Canadian, and then they did things on the 26th, and then she started doing it, and then later she found reasons to keep doing it, but that wasn't why she created. But you know,
she is not around to tell
she's
this,
not.
dispute this
She really
story.
isn't.
So we'll
And
go.
even then, she'd probably be like, yes, yes. And it would be like, no, somebody has to be right and someone has to be wrong. She'd be like, both right.
Yeah, she will. That would be mom.
So
So
that's
it's about
so-
joy. It's about it's all about family and sharing. Sometimes we so sung out that when we get together, we don't even sing at the beginning because we sing it all the
Actually,
time.
when I get to Christmas, I never sing anything, ever.
Unless my mama would ask him. then
Unless
he
she asks me, or unless I'm at church and someone calls me out from the pulpit, I'm probably not going to sing.
that's really funny. You're just giving it a rest, basically.
And then also, I was doing a lot of opera, and so like this time last year, I had I was in tech rehearsals for a show, and the show opened and closed, so I was going from the show to Christmas concerts for the churches I sing with, and then gigging and guesting around. It's just so like November through December. It's also pre-COVID. This was like a very big audition time, to sing for a lot of companies that came through New York, either Broadway or opera. And so like it was just the nonstop of it all, and just keeping a bag with a suit, but also like all it just. So when we get to Christmas, it's over.
He's done.
That's hysterical. All right, so I have to say, we're celebrating different world traditions, different December traditions in this room over the course of the month. And that here we are, Kathy and Philip and me, we actually celebrate more or less the same tradition, except so entirely differently. I remember being a little girl and driving to my uncle's house for Christmas Eve dinner and looking out the window and asking my mom who would be eating in Chinese restaurants on Christmas Day. So now I know that it was you guys and all the other musicians in the world. See, so I love this like inside thing. Like we learned so much about each other by talking about traditions, right? Like about like the who we are and how we've gone through life. So I want to just quickly ask you to mention your Christmas concert, which I'm attending and which I understand maybe Harriet, who's in the room, is actually helping out with. Yeah, very cool.
Well, it's so wonderful. Thank you, Joe. My sisters and I, we grew up singing, and we did a concert together in June or July, and it was sponsored by the Rowe Center, which is a retreat center out of Massachusetts, and they've been doing a lot of virtual, wonderful programming. And so the coordinator invited us to please do a Christmas something to get us in the Christmas spirit, to sing along. So this Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be together and singing songs in the Christmas spirit. It's to bring it in. And it's about fun, about joy in the midst of horrendous, challenges we have, and the sickness and the death around us, and trying to make it through. We want to take a moment to breathe, to just have grace, and just be thankful and have fun. So of course, my son is going to share with us one of his songs as well, and Christmas carols, and sing along. So that we invite you to sing along with some of them. Some of them we'll share that coming out of our tradition. It's going to be a blast. And the link is in the Facebook, but if you're not sure, just go to Rowe, ROWE.org.
Or her.
Or actually my new webpage, that my son just did. Oh, thank God. He did a brand new webpage for me. And it's kathybullock.com. And you go right there and you can click on to this program. Oh, it's wonderful. I tell you. So please join us if you can, for just some joy.
That's great, Kathy. I'm definitely going to be there. I hope lots of you guys in
Great.
the room will join there. And are you promising us some more sort of like debates about what the grandmother did or didn't say? And
It'll
some good
happen.
laughs?
When all four of us get together, no telling.
I heard that the sound check was quite exciting. So you had me laughing this morning from the moment I saw you. So I'm excited about doing this with you guys. So
There's no proof.
say it again, Philip.
There'll never be a resolution because there's no proof.
Well, I'm going to ask my sisters and see they will know too. Can you tell we're related?
Because
we
I
both
don't care what anyone else said. My grandmother said to me.
All right. So actually, are there any questions? We have a few minutes. Any questions coming from the room today? We'd be happy to unmute folks and see if anybody wants to ask Philip or Kathy anything. And actually, I'm going to just check over here to make sure I make it so that you can unmute yourselves. Somebody wave your hand and I'll call on you. Anybody have a question or want to say anything or add your own voice to today? Oh, okay, Sandy Moore.
Hey, Sandra.
Hey, it's actually Sandy.
Oh,
Kat
Sandy.
and Philip, you guys, I can't tell you how much your senses of humor, uplift me. I just am so grateful for that. In addition to the wonderful song leading Philip and that high harmony, I was with you. I really got it. But I just wanted to say on when you're at the Chinese restaurant, it's possible that because I discovered when I married a man who's Jewish, I married into his family, and that's a Jewish tradition too.
Oh.
Jewish people feel like, we don't have anything to do today, So that was a new one to me. But every once in a while, my family, we have a Christmas tree, and we, a lot of times we'll go to Christmas Eve mass, but we occasionally do the Chinese restaurant thing on the 25th for my husband's side of the family. So
yes, my mother would be cooking all this food, but it would be for the 26th, so we couldn't eat it on the 25th anyway. So we had smelled all this good food, but you could not touch it till the next day.
No, that's really hard.
Yeah, then once you clean the house from top to bottom, and it's done, there's no need to be in it. Just
That's great. All right, so I saw Deborah was giving us thumbs up. Deborah, is that a tradition you know too? There we go.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
All right, Storm, I see you have a hand.
Well, and what you're doing is actually right in the tradition of Boxing Day, because where Boxing Day comes from is the leftovers being put in boxes so that the different people who'd been helping took it home to their families, and then they had Christmas on the 26th. That's where Boxing Day comes from.
Thank you, Storm.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I kind of had heard that, but I didn't really know. And that we've been doing this tradition all along. Yes,
That's
we were
awesome.
in Washington, D.C.
So I think if I would have been asked what Boxing Day is, I think I would have given some kind of an answer that I would have thought was right, and it would have been entirely wrong. So thank you, Storm. That's really great. So who else? Anybody have a hand? And Phil, did you want to say something?
Restaurant. It actually, if you know DC, it's on
12th Street.
I thought it was 10th. It's a Northeast on 10th or 12th Street.
It's 12.
It's near Catholic, right? Is it
the Catholic University, not far.
Yeah, because my grandmother's house grandparents' house was at first in Rhode Island and Northwest.
About 10 minutes. What you say? We call it up, order it, and in 10 minutes and go. Either take it out or eat it there, depending on. Yes.
That's awesome. So not very far from there now is my favorite restaurant in Northeast, and it's Laotian. So if you guys end up in DC again, instead of Chinese, you could try a Laotian day.
Sounds wonderful.
So it's so good. Yeah, it's really good. So we could probably talk Northeast DC restaurants for a really, really long time, but we will skip that for today. I'm going to just check if there's any more hands. And if not, I would love Kathy and Philip, if you would sing it or any portion of it again for us before we say goodbyes.
Bob, did you have your hand raised?
Oh, thank you. Oh, Bob, thank you. You're underneath my sticky note. I'm sorry.
Well, that sounds like a good place to stay warm on a cold day. I was just going to mention that I grew up in New York City in the 60s and very early 70s in a very Jewish neighborhood where the tradition was that on Christmas Day, you went to the movies, and after the movie got out, you went to the Chinese restaurant.
That's
And
really fun.
Love
as a
it.
result, the theaters and the Chinese restaurants were very busy on Christmas Day.
That's wonderful.
I love that. Okay, so now should we all talk about our favorite New York restaurants, or should we just? Because
Ooh, I see Kevin's.
I know.
Mine just closed.
Oh no, really?
It was this little place called Bauhaus. I think there's probably some more, but it's this little place called Bauhaus. It looks like a hole in a wall, but it's in Union Square. It's great, loved it. I mean, there's other Bao and probably better Bao around the city, but that one was my favorite. It just was it's great. And
Wow. Yeah, so actually, I think closing restaurants is one of the things that has been one of the most visible, at least for me, business closures because of COVID, because several of the restaurants I love.
Oh,
went-
yes.
Yeah,
I
it's
think about
really
the
tough.
people who poured in their hearts and
Yep. I know it's really tough to think of. So if there's ever been a Christmas season where it would make sense to order up all different kinds of Asian food, and in fact, all different kinds of restaurant food during your holiday time, this is a good one, right?
Yes.
So keep that money flowing in the direction of
Yes.
those restaurants.
thank you, Joe. Yes.
Kevin, I see you have a hand up.
Hi, Kevin.
Whoops, you're still muted. Almost. Wait, Kevin, you're still muted. Let me see if I can help. Kevin. All right, Kevin, I just sent you.
There I go. Hi, guys.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good to see you.
You too.
Okay. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving.
You too.
Thank you.
Kevin, did you want to ask anything of Kathy and Phillip?
There's a question in the chat that I actually agree with. Does the song "Go Tell It on the Mountain" does it work in your opera voice?
Oh,
does it work in my opera? Yeah, I guess technically it does. I can do it.
Show example.
Give us a minute.
Okay. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Ooh, it's high. Oh my God. I wasn't ready for that.
That was beautiful.
That was awesome. Wow.
That was
But
really
you know,
awesome.
so many of these spirituals were rearranged for folks to sing in the opera version. They call them concert spirituals, but absolutely, that's how it would be. And if I'm standing near, my hair would be going like woo, cause it's powerful. I say sing, boy, you better sing.
So I got to read this out of the chat. Bob said, "You just about blew me off the mountain." Somebody, Janet put in, "Be still, my heart." Kathy put in, "That blew me back about a foot." And you got some bravos and some more. So I think Phillip and Kathy, both of you were really, really excited that you guys have become a regular part of this room. And we are so excited to keep singing with you guys. And Phillip, we're hoping for more of that big voice sometime soon. That is lovely. All right, if I've gotten everybody, which I'm going to do one more check. If I've gotten everybody, Adele, was that a hand wave? Yes. Okay, Adele, let me just see if I can unmute Adele. Yep, there we go.
Well, Kathy, I love you forever.
Love you too.
Such an energy, and to see your son, it's just beautiful. And I just keep thinking, I wish my son was here because he plays guitar, he sings also. But your energy is just great. It's just phenomenal, Kathy. I love you, and
Love you.
your son name is what's your name? Phillip. Yeah, you guys are great. Yeah. And thank you for the information about Boxing Day. I never really knew what that was, and it's just wonderful, Storm, for that information. I really appreciated that too. You guys are just the Christmas gifts. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, Kathy, I love you.
And I love you too, Adele. And the wonderful thing is that we'll be celebrating things that we don't even realize how similar, how connected we already are. Don't even know it. How similar in our, our homes and our families and ways that we are already
It all is based on love. That's the beautiful thing about it. Love is
Yes.
many languages. It's all the same.
And so this is making it happen, Washington Daily Antidote of Song. So for those who are new and those who've been around, thank you for your contributions. I'm just saying this because it's just a fantastic thing. And thank you for whatever you're willing to do in the future for the fundraising. So all this phenomenal life-giving stuff keeps going.
Thank you, Kathy. So for anybody who came in the room after the announcements, we're going to have a series of fundraisers. So from December 4 through 15, anyone who donates is going to be invited to a holiday cocktails and songs party on December 23rd. And lots of folks, including Kathy and Reggie and Chris Matthews and a whole bunch of other folks are going to pop in and sing a song with us and have cocktails and chat time. For the 5 highest donors are going to get their own private cocktail party. One will be with Kathy, one will be with Reggie. One will be with Chris, one will be with Emma's Revolution. So please try to donate if you can during December 4th through 15th. It is the same spiel as always. All of the money that comes in is going to be used to pay the artists who are singing with us so we can keep this program going. So thank you to all of you for all that you've been doing so far. And thanks for all the ways you guys keep this program going. And thanks for all the ways you keep this program so full. Like it really is just so full of love, of energy, of action. It's just amazing. I'm really happy to be here with you guys again today. Kathy and Phillip, how would you feel about a little bit before we leave the room? And I'm sorry if I've missed anybody's hands, but we'll definitely send any chat questions we missed to Kathy and Phillip. And here we are. You want to do it?
Okay.
All right.
Do the chorus again. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is one more time. Yes, go tell it on the mountain, tell it on the mountains and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born.
Woo. Thank you, Kathy Bullock and Phillip Bullock. Thank you so much. We are so excited to sing with you guys on Saturday. And until then, we're wishing you a happy rest of your day. And thanks again to everybody in this room. Hope to see you here again tomorrow. Tomorrow is the Amadons, and they are also bringing us another December song. So please jump in tomorrow for that. Thank you so much, Doug, for being here. Great to see you. And Janet, thank you so much. Dion, thank you. Great to see you again today. So I'm going to start looking for your Christmas decorations behind you, everybody, or your holiday decorations, whatever it is. So you got to get the background full. Bye, Claire. Thank you so much. And Deborah, thank you. Great to see you again. Kathy, glad to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Carolyn, thank you. Carolyn's moving her Christmas decorations into the screen as we speak. I love it. There's the energy. Thank you, Carolyn. And Sheila, thank you for being here. And Bonnie, Bonnie's got a tree. I love it. I see it. That's beautiful. Thank you. Bye, Becky. Thank you for being here. And Lisa, thank you so much. Dan, thank you for being here. Great to see you. Susan, thank you so much. Great to see you. Storm, thank you for the great lesson on Boxing Day. Harriet, we're looking forward to seeing you at the Kathy Bullock Sing Along Fest. And Bob, thank you so much. And thanks for the great chat time. And Anne, thank you for being here. Great to see you again today, Anne. And Luda, thank you for being here. And Sandy, thanks, and thanks for the chat comments. Kevin, thank you also for the chat comments. And oh, Ida is already holding up. I can't wait to get to that. Okay, Alan, thank you. So great to see you today. And Annette, thank you so much. Great to see you. Caroline, thank you so much. Adele, you're actually in red and green. I don't know if that was intentional, but bring it on. And Carol, very nice, Adele. Carol, thanks for being here. Glad to see you. Hope to see you tomorrow. And all right, Ida, let's see the picture. Is that a phone drawing or something that you made? Very, very cute. All right, this is one artsy little girl. Whippy, can you wave to everybody too? Goodbye, Whippy. Goodbye, Ida. Love you guys. Great to see you today. It's the Christmas season. Isn't it fun, guys? Yeah. Do you guys know Polish Christmas songs? Do you? Oh, good. We might work on that. That's a good thing to know. Jamie, thank you so much for being here. And Sarah, thank you for being here today. Great to see you. Hope to see you tomorrow. Robin, I didn't even see you. Hello, Robin. Robin always comes in at the end and I get to see her only for the goodbyes. Robin, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for joining again today. Hope to see you tomorrow. And Francette, and oh, Lynn, there's Lynn. And okay, Kathy Bullock, here we go. Here's our training class. You ready? LMG says, Lynn.
Lynn,
Woo!
thank you. Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you. I see her beautiful face and I always get that mixed up. Lynn, delighted to see you.
So next month, if you mix it up again, I'm just going to be laughing so hard because there are some folks whose names or states took me so long to get. So I'm right there. It's definitely Kathy. You're doing an amazing job of remembering everybody. And Francette in Colorado, thank you for being here. And Linda, Isabel, Valerie. So I think that's Isabel from Florida who's off screen today. Hello, Isabel. And Christy and Hope. That's a lovely last name to read out loud. Thank you, Hope.
Yes.
Thank you, Hope. And here's Hope to everybody in the room. And if I didn't say goodbye to you, stick around and I'll know that because you'll still be sitting here. It's so much fun to see you guys every day. I'm sending lots of love to you all. Thank you. And Kath, yes, Storm.
I just sent you an email, not a chat, but a regular email with a fuller explanation of Boxing Day's possible
Great.
origin.
Thank you.
I'm going to send that to everybody and I'll put it up on the Facebook group too. Thank you, Storm.
Yep.
Figaro says hello too.
Oh,
Our Yorkie.
oh my gosh, I never turned off Facebook Live. Goodbye, everybody on Facebook Live.